Good evening, folks. This is Deb Delapana, and this is your short take. I don't know what time it starts tonight. I don't care what time it starts tonight, and I don't care what they have to say. But as you all know, tonight, Tucker Carlson will be interviewing Vladimir Putin. Now, Tucker Carlson is spinning this whole deal like he's covering the war. So hold on a second. When you cover a war, you are usually in the war zone. You're either embedded with troops or you are at least where the action is. Tucker Carlson can shut the fuck up. He's not covering the war. And people have actually been killed covering the war in the Ukraine. And that is an insult to actual real journalists. Tucker Carlson isn't a journalist. He is a fucking Putin puppet, a traitor, and a talking head for the GOP. And that is all he is. Implying that he has any kind of journalistic credentials is an insult to the profession. Okay? Let's get that straight. And, his assertion that we'll air the interview and then people, like all free people, can make up their own minds. We're supposed to be taking the word of Vladimir Putin about the truth of what's going on in the Ukraine. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Vladimir Putin is trying to literally recreate the Russia prior to Glasnost. He never wanted that. He was a high up KGB official who never wanted the Soviet Union split up. Never did. And now he's trying to take all those individual pieces back one at a time. That's what he's doing. Do we understand that? He's not doing what he's doing in the Ukraine for any altruistic reasons. He's not fighting off Nazis. That's a flat out fucking lie. That's a lie. Okay? He is literally invaded a sovereign nation to take away their democracy. It's as simple as that. Whatever Tucker Carlson's going to ask him about is immaterial tonight. Okay? Tucker Carlson is a liar. And Vladimir Putin is a despot. And the GOP and Donald Trump, that's all they can think about is the men they would like to be just like. Donald Trump, who does he hang out with? Loves Vladimir Putin, Viktor Orban, Jair Bolsonaro. He actually endorsed a dictator for the Brazilian election. He lost, but that's immaterial. He hasn't gone away. They never really go away. Just like Donald Trump hasn't gone away, has he? He's actually the Speaker of the House, whether people want to understand that or not. A man who's not even in our government at this point. He's just a fucking average citizen with 91 criminal indictments against him and a convicted rapist. But he is controlling the House of Representatives. And what goes on in Russia, what goes on in Turkey, what goes on in Italy with Giorgia Meloni, the first fascist elected since Mussolini, all of that is what Donald Trump would love to have here in the United States. It's time people woke up and understand that the possibilities of us having a dictator are very real, unless you defeat him at the voting booth in November. And I maintain, if you don't do that, it will be the last free and fair election you see. There won't be a 2028 election, so don't sit back on your haunches now and think we can fix it later, because we can't. It is now or never, literally. And there are people in our government who are in the Putin wing, by the way. All these people, the GOP, that doesn't want to fund the Ukraine battle, they're all Putin puppets. And we actually have people from the United States now who are traveling over to Russia in order to impart propaganda into the minds of everybody, to carry out Putin's lies on behalf of Russia. Understand that. The party that is blocking funding the Ukraine has an enabler traveling to Russia so that you can get the truth from Vladimir Putin. I'm warning everybody here to wake up. If you're watching this tonight because you're curious, think about what you're doing. You're lending credibility to Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin. Think about that. Find something else to do. Do not. You know what? Let the 30% of the MAGA lovers tune him in. The rest of you, get a life. All right? Get a life. Anything but giving them any kind of play or any kind of audience. Do not post the interview anywhere in my groups or on my timeline. I will not carry this, okay? Have a good night. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about immigration, but I had to get that out tonight. I will talk to you all later.